Today we're going to be checking out all the secrets you missed in Sonic 2. So sit tight and enjoy.
My pelvis.
The first Sonic the Hedgehog movie was a big hit globally as the colorful character snatched the hearts of millions. Whether you're a big fan or you were newly introduced to the stunning personality, you were sure to enjoy every minute of the story. And with Sonic 3 coming our way at the end of this year, why not go over some cool things that happened in Sonic 2? Sonic 2 did receive an exciting reception, and while there were many parts of the movie that are familiar, we have a few surprises that many Sonic lovers may not have paid enough attention to in this sequel. So, Sonic 2 also features larger plot points that take on a new meaning for those with an understanding of the pre-existing Sonic lore, and several small references that aren't as easy to catch on a first watch.
Good one! I'm sure that wasn't important.
In Sonic 2, we follow your favorite characters as he seeks more freedom after settling in Green Hills. Tom and Maddie agree to leave him alone while they go on vacation, but just as they leave, Dr. Robotnik comes back, this time with the new partner, Knuckles, on a mission to find an emerald that has the power to both build and destroy civilizations. Sonic teams up with his sidekick, Tails, and together they embark on a journey to find the emerald before it falls into the wrong hands. So, let's explore some of the secrets you may have missed in Sonic the Hedgehog 2, and what they mean.
I did not mean to do that.
We'll start with Sonic 2 on the Mushroom Planet, which we had an occasional glimpse of in the first movie, where Dr. Eggman is living out of a solitary existence. After creating a powerful signal array from mushrooms, sticks, and one of Sonic's supercharged quills, the good doctor receives a series of visitors, most significantly Knuckles the Echidna. It would seem appropriate and intentional to make Knuckles' introduction in the Sonic film franchise on the Mushroom Planet, given that the locale is inspired by the Sonic and Knuckles level Mushroom Hill Zone. The stage can easily be seen as Knuckles' debut because Sonic & Knuckles is the first game in which the Red Echidna became a playable character, and Mushroom Hill Zone is the first level of that game. As a result, him making his first appearance surrounded by mushrooms would be right on brand. There are also several notable nods to video games in this introduction as well, such as Eggman's little mushroom machines and Knuckles being tricked into working for Dr. Robotnik.
And see who comes a-knocking.
At first glance, everything would appear just the same in the town of Green Hills after Sonic returns at the start of the movie. However, one difference quickly reveals itself to the audience. Stone, Dr. Robotnik's loyal assistant, has opened up a coffee shop in town. The unassuming storefront houses a range of Robotnik's high-tech gear, but that's not the only secret it holds. Its name, Mean Bean Coffee Co., is a clear reference for those in the know to one of the most unique Sonic the Hedgehog games ever made. Released on the Sega Genesis in '93, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine is a puzzle game set in the early Sonic universe. This game is a major part of the franchise's history and was brought back for a surprise boss battle in 2017's Sonic Mania.
Destined to restore honor to my tribe and willing to destroy anything that gets in my way.
Sonic the Hedgehog 2 features multiple scenes of Sonic demonstrating his love of extreme sports, namely skateboarding and snowboarding. He turns the Wachowski house into a skate park as soon as Tom and Maddie leave for Hawaii, and he puts his skills to the test while escaping from Dr. Robotnik down a snowy mountain. Though less of an Easter egg and more of a general reference, Sonic's predilection for boarding of all types deserves a spot on this list. In video games, he often takes breaks from his usual sprinting in favor of some snowboarding or streetboarding. The action sequence on the mountain in Sonic 2 seems to pull most directly from Ice Cap Zone level in Sonic the Hedgehog 3, which begins with an extended snowboarding sequence that ends in a minor avalanche and Sonic gets trapped in some ancient ice ruins.
Watch out, excuse me, pardon me, coming through. Good evening, gentlemen. Mind if I drive?
A good number of countless robots and gadgets owned by Jim Carrey's Dr. Robotnik are pulled directly from the Sonic the Hedgehog games. Early on in the movie, after returning to Earth, he acquires a small round hovercraft that serves as his primary mode of transportation. This can be considered a clear reference to the famous Eggmobile, which the villain has piloted some version of in nearly all of the core Sonic games. Another is Robotnik's giant final boss robot, which is also a clear but less specific callback to the games. The one seen at the end of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 appears most similar to the final boss of the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 game.
Nice action figure, Eggman. Does it do anything or just stand there looking ugly?
Knuckles' storyline in Sonic 2 stays very similar to the video games, even though there were a few changes. This includes details such as the general setup of the Warrior and Echidna tribe and their mission of guarding Master Emerald, as well as Emerald's hiding place, which is also very similar to its home of Angel Island in the games, though remains unnamed in the movie. At the very end of Sonic 2, Master Emerald is shattered into pieces in the battle to defeat Dr. Robotnik, and we get to watch as Knuckles can locate every shred and resemble the jewel back from its original form. This makes a more specifically evocative moment in Knuckles' quest for anyone who has played either of the Sonic Adventure games, which both have a similar plot.
Say goodbye, Hedgehog.
Perhaps the most memorable qualities of the video game characters are their special moves, and there are a lot in the Sonic the Hedgehog games. With Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails all on the big screen together in Sonic 2, it was not a surprise that they got to show off some of their most famous techniques from the games. Most of Sonic's moves were already seen in the first movie, but it's still fun to see them again. In his battles against Knuckles and Robotnik's robots, Sonic employs the spin dash multiple times, appears to use variations of his boost moves from games like Sonic Rush and Sonic Unleashed, and even seems to use his homing attack. Tails comes ready with a backpack full of powerful gadgets and shows off his flying powers throughout the film, even carrying Sonic around in the air a couple of times in a manner incredibly similar to the games. And of course, Knuckles shows off his incredible strength and his ability to climb stone walls with his knuckles. He doesn't get to do much gliding, however, which is a shame.
Gotta go fast.
From the jingling sound of spilled rings or hints of classic game tunes, there are plenty of familiar noises for longtime Sonic the Hedgehog fans to pick up on throughout Sonic 2. To start with, Tom's cell phone's ringtone goes off at a woefully inappropriate time at his sister-in-law's wedding is a variant of Green Hill's Zone theme. Sonic, Knuckles, and Tails all have game-appropriate sound effects associated with their various moves. And of course, Sonic drops the internet-famous line, "Gotta go fast." One particularly fun thing about Sonic 2 for fans of the game is that although Sonic and Knuckles are both recast with big-name Hollywood stars, Colleen O'Shaughnessy, who is a voice actor that played Tails for years in the video games, returns to voice him in the movie.
A 100% chance of adventure.
They pinpointed the coordinates. It's right up ahead.
In the course of the movie, Sonic spins some statuses when collecting Master Emerald's compass. These statuses have been confirmed by Sonic character design lead Tyson to be a reference to the language used by the Babylonians, the alien species who appears in Sonic Riders.
And if you want that emerald, you're gonna have to go through me.
Here's something you could have missed if you blinked. When Agent Stone is left to his own devices, he toggles through a virtual wardrobe of outfits for Robotnik. The screen is only shown for a brief second, but in that glimpse, we see a costume that looks incredibly familiar to the villain's old school outfit. A simple red and yellow top with high-waisted black pants. This is his classic look from the Sonic games, something that Jim Carrey's mad scientist also partially replicated in the movie with the ridiculous mustache, bald head, and beady-eyed goggles.
Doctor, it's really you. You look different.
Papa's got a brand new stash.
Sonic 2 plays heavily on the Hedgehog's inability to swim. Early on, Sonic and Tom go fighting on a lake in Green Hills, where Sonic emphasizes his hatred of water and his inability to survive in it. The moment sets up a far more dangerous encounter later on in the movie when Sonic and Knuckles finally team up on Angel Island. When Sonic dives in and risks it all to save Knuckles when he is trapped underwater, there's a couple of particularly good moments related to air bubbles. The air bubbles released by Knuckles and consumed by Sonic in the movie may seem innocuous, but they are meant as a homage to the same feature of the old games.
I'm all-powerful, all-knowing,
all-seeing.
Those are 10 secrets you might have missed in Sonic 2. Which is your favorite? Let us know in the comment section below, and go ahead and hit that like button if you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on your post notifications as well.
It's over, Eggman.
I like the new look. It works for you.